Brodie? What would you tell 18-year-old Brodie?
What would I tell 18-year-old Brodie?
Yeah.
Stay 10 toes. Don't do no dumb shit. I did a lot of dumb shit as an 18-year-old. I made a lot of mistakes. And while the mistakes were, like, helpful in older me, it's a lot of things that I think I could have avoided and made better mistakes. Mm-hmm. I feel like I made a lot of dumb mistakes, and I think that wasted a lot of time. Don't waste time.
Yeah.
I was so focused on doing whatever the hell I wanted whenever I wanted rather than let's plan, let's prepare, let's kind of focus on, like, I'm not going to be 18 forever. I'm going to be a 27-year-old man at one point, and let's have some shit set up. You know what I'm saying? I think I would try to be a little wiser. I felt like I knew too much at 18. I felt like I had all my shit figured out. I had all the ducks in a row, and I was like, I know myself. I know what I need to do. And at that moment in time, I wasn't asking the right questions to certain people that could have given me better advice. You know, I was stuck in my own head of, like, why should I ask, you know, this person that I know that's 28? Like, why should I talk to you? I know me. You don't know me.
Right.
And I think that was my own poor judgment of being too clouded in my head of being like, I got this. I got myself. No one's going to have my back. And I feel like I should have asked more questions. I should have reached out to other people to kind of get a better idea of, like, how do I be an adult in a way of, like, how can I set myself up to be more successful? Right. And I think that's kind of where I would be at. I would just kind of sit my 18-year-old self down and be like, damn, dude, like, you don't know shit. And I really didn't know shit. And that's kind of what I would do. I would just, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Figure shit out.
Getting deep with it.
That's I like real life. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, I think of myself now at like 27, and I'm like, damn, I made a lot of mistakes and I learned so much. Yeah. But it was like another point where I'm like, you wasted so much time making these mistakes to learn something that someone could have pointed you in the right direction to give you that advice of being like, you don't have to make that mistake to learn that lesson. I can give you the lesson and you'll get the same amount of wisdom rather than you wasting those 5-6 months on something that wasn't necessary.
Hey, well, Brodie, it's your 31-year-old angel, okay? There's a lot of time between 27 and 31, so make the most of that time.
And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I live life to the fullest where I'm like, I have a lot of shit in order. I have a lot of shit set up. Like, I have a good career. I have this. I have that. And now I just kind of live more towards, like, what I was doing when I was, like, 17 to, like, 19, where I was, like, doing whatever the fuck I wanted. But now I got that passion, that money, where I'm like, I really can do a lot more than what I was thinking I was doing. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned so much to not make mistakes. I have a level head. Realistic, where I'm like, XYZ isn't going to make me to that next point, where I'm like, I can do WY and it's going to get me to where I really want to go. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's the learning process, but I feel like I could have moved differently and not wasted that time. I felt like I wasted a lot of my youth where I was, like, thinking I knew some shit and I didn't know that shit. And I feel like that's kind of on my own aspect where I didn't have the necessary mentors or people I could look up to or ask, like, those certain questions, like, outside of just, like, having my sister and whatnot. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I only had my sister. So, like, I didn't, like, my brother, like, I wasn't teaching that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's like I misguided myself by not putting myself in a position to have those types of mentors to kind of push me to a different level to kind of help me along the way. So, yeah, I was just like, make better decisions, don't waste time.
We healing trauma.
We healing trauma on Will's music.
Right.
I knew Will wanted this.
Let's talk.
Will wanted this.
I don't think Brodie's ever gotten this personal on the show.
I never do. I never do. I don't.
We bring it out.
I don't put none of my own personal shit out there, but, like, to anybody else that this video might see, like, definitely if you're 17 or 18, find the right people to put you in those better positions. Put yourself in a better circle. Get mentors. Get people that you can ask questions that know some shit. You don't know shit at 18.
Right.
And that's just the bottom line. You don't know shit at 18. And every 18-year-old probably sits there and thinks, I know myself and I know my shit. The real world fucking sucks. Yeah, and at the bottom line, like, it fucking sucks to the point where you're not prepared to be put out there. Yeah. And that's kind of where, like, I felt like I was misguided to an extent.